All right, we're here. Sorry about that, guys. I really do apologize. We got off to a very, very late start. It's been a very weird day, but we're going on for the second quarter. All right, so that's what we'll be doing in about 15 seconds. What's up, Snowman? How you doing, my guy? Thanks for coming on here. Awesome job earlier. I was listening to the first game that you were doing. So that was pretty nice. You did a good job. Oh, you almost made that. Embiid almost made that. All right. So 24-24, and we go into quarter number two. So we're gonna pick up when the second quarter begins, and then we'll just go from there. You know what I'm saying? You're getting ready for Packers Niners, and I will be taking an idea of yours for a call-in show. That sounds good. That's that sounds really good. Yeah. We'll do Collins after this show too, or after this game because we do. Well, maybe not after this game. I didn't do it last night, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If it's a buzzer beater, if it's a close game, and maybe we'll do it. If there's really not much to talk about, then probably not. I want to watch the end of the 49ers game. So, that's what we'll do. If you are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. Yes, sir. All right, so we're a little bit late. A little bit late, but we're a quarter late. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good. My schedule's been a little bit off over these last couple of days. I've just been really trying to grind with my channel, and post a lot of shorts. If you guys haven't noticed, and schedule social media posts ahead of time, but it's a lot of work. It's really a lot of work, and I added that onto what I'm doing now, of course, with my live streams. So that takes a lot out of you. So that's what was up. I didn't really sleep well last night, and then in the afternoon, I literally was listening to Snowman, and then after about the second quarter, I finally just fell asleep. So, that's what it is. But we do this for fun. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Comment down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those bells, man. Turn on those bells. We got 4 people on here watching. I know that we're a little bit late, so I apologize. I really do. All right. So we're at the Spectrum. Sixers and Hornets tied 24-24 as we go into quarter number 2. And well, so far, I guess that the main takeaway that you have to be able to talk about is that Joel Embiid just continues his dominance. He's been absolutely incredible in this game so far. So Harris, Maxey, Morris Sr., House Jr., and Paul Reed all in there for the Sixers. And for the Hornets, it's P.J. Washington. They also got Bobby Miller as well out there. Or, sorry, Brandon Miller, that is. And J.T. Thor, Nick Richards, and Terry Rozier. 11.5 minutes left to go. Sixers going from right to left as Harris cuts into the lane and tries to go up for 2, and he's fouled by Brandon Miller. The wait, did I say the Spectrum? Oh my gosh. Really? It is. It is. It's called the Spectrum. It's called the Spectrum Center. That's what it's called. So they're in Charlotte. They're not in Philadelphia. It's called the Spectrum Center. 25-24. Tobias Harris with the first free throw. It's up and in. That's what it's called. And the second free throw, he puts it up and he gets it to go. So it's a 2-point lead for the 76ers. No Patrick Beverly, no Jaden Springer, no Mo Bamba, no Kenneth Lofton Jr., and Robert Covington. All right, here we go. 11:13 left to go. Miller will try to hand it off to Terry Rozier. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Rozier back to Washington. Washington tries to cut into the lane as he sees a little zone defense, and he can't put up the baby runner. Good defense by Paul Reed. Maxey gets it for the Sixers. He'll hand it off to Daniel House Jr. over on the near elbow. Kicks it back out to Maxey. Maxey draws up 2 defenders as they're looking at a zone defense. But Maxey will try to cut it towards the basket and tries to put it up. And Paul Reed on the follow-through. It's good. 26-24 Philadelphia. So good play by Paul Reed. It's actually now 28-24 as they updated the scoreboard. 10.5 minutes left in the first half. Miller trying to kick it out, and it's deflected off the hands of Marcus Morris Sr., and it goes out of bounds towards the near sideline. Oh, I thought that they were in Philly. My bad. No, you're good, bro. Nope. The Spectrum Center. It's in Charlotte. Rozier will be the inbounder. Usually, like when you look at the thumbnails, if the Sixers are on the left side, or if they're on the left side, they're the away team. If they're on the right side, they're the home team. So just remember that. 10:15 left in the first half, and the Hornets could not get a bucket to go. Maxey trying to go up with the underhanded scoop into the lane, and he got it. 30-24 with 10:10 remaining in the first half, and we have a timeout called by Steve Clifford, and the Sixers will be right back. All right, now we're getting situated. If you guys are new, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. I did want to make an announcement and let you guys know that on Monday, okay, and I will repeat this again, of course, but I wanted to let you all know that I will have my channel on Monday. Okay, my channel will be live, but I will not be live for the Sixers game on Monday night. I'm actually just found out earlier today that I got invited to go to the Sixers game on Monday night at 7 o'clock when they take on the Spurs. And I got invited to go with a friend, and I'm going to take advantage of it. So we're going to go to the game, and then on Tuesday I'm actually going back to the WFC for the Flyers game, so that'll be really cool. We're going to see them play against the Lightning, my cousin and I, and that should be fun too. But on Monday night, I'm not going to be live. Mitch Kofsky will be on here. All right. So he will try to give you some of the play-by-play action of the game while we're not here and fill in for us. It's been a minute since I've been in here, so I got to catch up. What do you think about the Nuggets win? The Nuggets win was nice. Thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, the Nuggets win was nice. I liked our win against the Nuggets. The Nuggets win against the Celtics, if that's what you're talking about. That was a good win, too. I want the 1 seed. So that's how it works. What's up, Sandra? Sandra! Soul Swister, how you doing? Thanks for coming on. I appreciate the love and the support, man. I really do. So Philadelphia, they lead it by 6. They're 27-13 on the season. They were actually able to get the win last night and have continued their winning streak. The Hornets are 9-30 and just 5-13 at home. Embiid does have 15 points, so he scored half of the Sixers' points so far, which doesn't really surprise anybody because that's just what he does. 3 rebounds, 2 assists as well. And they're talking a little bit about Tyrese Maxey, and this is a guy who over the last 11 games has averaged about 27 points per game. He's shooting 37.5% from deep and 44% from field goal range. As we're out of the timeouts, here we go again. So the Hornets going from right to left, Sixers going from left to right. Actually, the Hornets are going from right to left. All right, so we have a dribble as the ball's inbounded to Brandon Miller, but the shot goes up and no good as Tyrese Maxey's the one that grabs the rebound. Maxey takes it over towards the far side, over towards the lane at the three-point line, being guarded by P.J. Washington. He wants the ISO. He'll step up into the lane, goes up with a high arcing runner, and it's a little bit long. P.J. Washington able to crash the glass and get the rebound. He'll hand it off to Terry Rozier. Rozier back outside, letting it fly for three is JT Thor, and he can't hit it. Too much mustard on that one. 9:15 remaining in the second quarter. Tobias Harris, who's been a little bit cold here in the second quarter so far. He'll try to find Paul Reed as he stops on a dime, pulls up for a near corner jumper, won't go. Charlotte with the rebound. Three-point shot by Miller again. That's a little bit off the mark. And an offensive board goes to P.J. Washington. Washington trying to find J.T. Thor on the alley-oop pass, and he throws it down. So Washington, Miller, Rozier, Thor, and Smith Jr. all out there for Charlotte. And for the Sixers, they got Tobias Harris, Maxey, Morris Sr., House Jr., and Reed. Maxey driving it into the lane again. The soft touch. He can't get it, though. And we have a whistle. We do have a whistle as a violation was called against Brandon Miller. The Sixers were able to demolish the Charlotte Hornets in their first game of the season series. This is the second game of 4. They won 135-82 at the Spectrum Center. So after this game, their final 2 games of this season series will be in March, and it'll be at the Wells Fargo Center. 32-26, 8:18 remaining in the first half. Here comes Miller over at the Spectrum Center side. He'll take it all the way to the far side. He tries to go up with a little baby hook, and it's a little bit too strong. Paul Reed is the one that says, I got it, and he gets the rebound. Reed to Morris Sr. out in transition for a triple, and neither team can buy a bucket since the timeout was called by Charlotte. Thor inside, trying to find Washington, who razzles and dazzles towards the lane, and he gets the finger roll finish on the left side of the baseline. 32-28, he was driving into the lane and just put on some ballet moves and was just able to make it look so easy. Harris on the far elbow. He'll try to take on his defender, Terry Rozier, and he can't get it, but he is fouled. He tried to actually go up with a little jumper, and he was able to draw the contact from Brandon Miller. So Miller switched up on him on the defensive side, and he was able to draw the personal foul. How is everybody coming on here? How's everybody doing on here, man? I appreciate it. I'm really proud of the way this team has really improved when Embiid plays, even when Embiid doesn't play. The bottom line is that if Embiid doesn't play, you're not going far. That's just how it is. So whether you like it or not, that's literally how this team is built. And that's the way the NBA works. If your superstars aren't playing, it's going to be really hard to win a series. So, but yes, they have played definitely better with Embiid out there, and they have a very good foundation of players that can actually really hold the fort down, too, if he were to miss some time. So that is a good thing for sure. 33-28 as Harris is able to knock down both free throws. Cody Martin and Miles Bridges will sub on in for the Charlotte Hornets. So it's Washington, Martin, Bridges, Ish Smith, the former 76er, and, of course, Smith Jr. out there as well. Nick Smith Jr., that is. We have a drive to the basket as Kelly Oubre Jr. going up against his former team, which is really, really wild. He's able to, there's a whistle, and it goes out of bounds. So Martin misses the shot, and the Hornets grab their own rebound. There's Washington inside, tries to kick it out to Terry Rozier for a triple, and it's a shot clock violation. Oh, the shot clock was winding down. As soon as they inbounded it, there were about 2 seconds on the shot clock. I wasn't even paying attention. Come on. Still waking up. 7:08 left here in the second quarter. Sixers lead it by 5. They have 3 turnovers, and the Hornets have 2. Maxey will hand it off to House Jr. Another dribble handoff to Tobias Harris. Lots of dribble handoffs so far. Maxey gets it back, tries to go into the lane, and it razzles and dazzles in. 35-28. Good underhanded scoop by Maxey. A response on the other side for 3 by Washington, and he nails it. Oh, my goodness. They'll take 3s over 2s, and that's what they exchange for. 35-31. Sixers up by 4. Maxey gets the dribble handoff. He pulls up from the parking lot and throws it down. That was from 26 feet, and he answers back with a trifecta of his own. On the other side, Cody Martin gets the alley-oop pass, and he throws it down, and he's able to get it. 38-33, Maxey trying to respond again as he gets the ball from full court, and they'll drive it down towards the lane, and he's fouled too. Lots of action over the last couple of minutes between both of these teams. Again, the Sixers, they're 27-13. They're 11-7 on the road this season as they were able to actually win their 11th game on the road last night in Orlando. So Maxey will be at the line, and the first foul shot, he puts it up, and it clanks off the side of the rim. Oh, my goodness. It took a really weird bounce, too. But he hit the back of the rim and just was not able to get it to go. Oh, my goodness. I also just wish Embiid would be able to catch and shoot. He waits a really long time to shoot. He's a big body, my guy. He's a big body. What else do you want him to do? He's playing like an MVP. Oh, my gosh. 12 points for Maxey. So Maxey with 12 points and 2 rebounds. And Miles Bridges is able to hit a 3 from the near corner in the face of Nico Batum. A guy that was highly regarded by Michael Jordan when he was the owner of the Charlotte Hornets. And he spent a lot of time here in his early career. Embiid off the dribble for a foul line jumper as he comes back in and nails the 15-footer off the assist by Tyrese Maxey. 5:33 remaining here in the second quarter. Batum almost deflected it as the pass went over towards Washington. Maxey gets the interception off the bad pass by Washington. Finds House Jr. And House Jr. throws the house down. Oh, he hung onto the rim for just a little bit of time and is able to provide a little spark there. That was an absolutely beautiful jam by Daniel House Jr. Oh, my goodness. It was like he was not even coming down. He was in flight mode and just was like, I'm going to hang on to the rim for just another 5 seconds or so. And that's what he did as he smiles and is able to provide a lot of energy. He was fouled as well. Forgot to mention that by Cody Martin. And he can't convert on the three-point play. Martin does get the defensive rebound, and Kelly Oubre Jr. gets called for the personal foul as soon as he came down crashing with the board. 43-35, Sixers have an 8-point advantage with 5:22 remaining here in the first half. Batum defending the inbound from the far sideline, and it'll go to Terry Rozier. Rozier gets it past half court, and now Miles Bridges conducting the traffic. This time around, Bridges trying to back down his defender. Tyrese Maxey kicks it out all the way to Rozier. Off the dribble, it's Brandon Miller, and Miller's able to hit the 2 from the near elbow. But they won't count the bucket. They're going to say that Nick Smith Jr., who was able to get it, actually stepped out of bounds. Maxey on a little dribble handoff to Embiid, who's at the foul line. He's being double covered. Pulls up for a jumper off the dribble at the foul line, and he's fouled again. He's like a one-man show and a one-man wrecking crew out there. And that'll put the Sixers in the bonus as they'll go to the line for one more. Boy, it was off the dribble, and he was able to get Nathan Mensah able to buy in on a little pump fake, and he just fouled him right on the hand, and Embiid saying that's a foul, and it most certainly was. And he does convert on the 3-point opportunity, and that'll put the Sixers up by 11 points. 20 points for the big man, 3 boards, 1 assist. He has made all 8 free throws so far. Rozier off the dribble and puts it up over a screen as the Sixers were showing the zone on the defense, and it was just a little bit short, and Embiid is the one that goes crashing down with his 4th board. Now we'll get the dribble handoff over at the top of the key. The Matrix coming as he's double covered. Swings it out to Batum. Batum one more to House Jr. Thought he was going to take the 3, but decided not to. Maxey on the give and go back to Daniel House for a triple. And that's just a little bit towards the right as he was able to try to knock it down from the near corner and was not able to get it to go. Bridges on the other side trying to go into traffic over House Jr. and 1. So he just tried to take it right to the lane from the far wing, I should say. And Bridges was the one that finished in rough contact, and House Jr. just swiped him right on that right hand. So it's 46-37 with 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half. Miles Bridges averaging about 20.5 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists as well. The Charlotte Hornets, well, they've really been struggling over their last 6 games or so. They were on at one point, they were actually on a 6-game losing streak, and then were able to beat the San Antonio Spurs and end that curse. That was 124-120. That was the final score of that game. Here's Maxey with a trifecta, too strong from the far wing. And a rebound goes to Terry Rozier. Rozier is the one that grabs the board. That was actually Miles Bridges. Oh, my goodness. Number 0, Miles Bridges, has it landed off to Rozier. Rozier in traffic. He's at the foul line. He'll try to step up and pull up for 2, and he got it. Over 2 defenders. Kelly Oubre Jr. was right in his face, along with Joel Embiid. 46-40, Sixers up by 2 possessions. Embiid on the drive, stops on the dime, bounce pass back outside to Maxey. Maxey lets it fly at the top of the key. It goes in and out. Rebound goes to Harris. It was tipped by Embiid. Back out to Toby at the top of the key. He'll hand it off to Batum. Batum inside to Joel Embiid. 3 defenders on him. A turnaround jumper from the near corner. He almost got it. And Miles Bridges is the one that puts an end to the Joel Embiid madness as he got the rebound. Rozier stopping on a dime, gets it intercepted by Harris. Harris to Maxey. Maxey trying to go up into the lane and finish it strong. Oh, it's a little bit short again. He tried to clank it off the right side of the rim, and the Charlotte Hornets are able to come back with another board. 2:45 left remaining in the first half. In the opening half, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Rozier steps back, tries to find Washington, and now back inside to JT Thor, and we have a whistle and a turnover called on Nathan Mensah. And the Sixers will get the ball back. Good defense by the Sixers. They were able to get Mensah to walk right there, and we have a timeout called by Philadelphia. It's 46-40 with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first half. All right. Please remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, says Sandra. What are y'all waiting for? I give you this content for free. That's what we do on here, guys. Sixers every day, man, almost every day. Phillies as well. We do Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football on here. That is just what we do. Yeah, but I really want him to shoot a little quicker because he takes at least 5 seconds to shoot. Well, that's his dominance, my guy. That's really, I mean, what else can you ask for an MVP candidate? Nikola Jokic doesn't have a quick trigger, you know? It takes a lot more time for these bigger men to just shoot the basketball because they have a bigger wingspan and they have a big body frame. So I don't know what else you want from him, in regards to just shooting. I don't really know if that's a fair critique, but that's just me, though. But everybody, of course, is allowed to have an opinion. But I just think that that's not a fair critique. My Texans lost to the Ravens. This Houston to Dave Goodyear for the rookie C.J. Stroud. Yeah, man, for sure. Absolutely. What's up, young Shizzy? How you doing? Oh, boy. Yeah, and I can't really be mad because he still makes his shots. He still does, man. He's shooting 89.5% from the line. What big man can do that with the amount of times that he goes to the foul line? It's just absolutely ridiculous. He makes his free throws, and that's just what he does. He's almost unstoppable this season. He has just been such an incredible, not just offensive force, but even on the defensive side, he's been a very good two-way player too, for sure. 2,394 views over the last 48 hours. Let's keep that up. That means that our shorts are doing really well. And we're doing a good job at just providing a lot of good content for you guys to check out. If you have not done so, please make sure that you like and subscribe. If you're watching it on Facebook or any other social media platform out there, come on over to YouTube because I am not looking at your comments if you are commenting down below. So that is where you'll see your comments. It'll be on YouTube. But you can also give me a follow on there and subscribe to the channel for sure. You could do me a solid that way, too. And that would be awesome. A 20-10 start out in Atlanta as the Hawks are down 20-10 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Tyrese Maxey as the timeout is over. Gets it past midcourt. And Embiid on a foul line jumper inside, just inside the foul line. No, Batum gets the rebound, tips it back out to Maxey. Maxey lets it fly from the far quarter. Can't get it. He cannot get it. 2:13 remaining here in the first half. And Rozier will have to try to hand it off to somebody. It's deflected by Kelly Oubre Jr., and he is able to tip it out of Brandon Miller's right knee. It goes out of bounds, and Kelly Oubre Jr. able to help the Sixers get the basketball back. That was a beautiful defensive play as Oubre Jr. just recognized that Terry Rozier was right there, and he tried to blindside him, if you will. And Kelly just deflected it off of his right knee. And I believe that the Sixers are going to get it back. Are they going to whistle a foul, though? That's the question. So Rozier tried to find Kelly or Miller. And they're going to say that it was last touch by Philadelphia. I don't know if I agree with that call. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Rozier gets the inbound, pulls up for three off the dribble. It bounced about 3 times, and it did not go. Kelly Oubre Jr. musters that board. Here's Maxey trying to find Batum. Batum outside to Harris, who catches, shoots, lets it fly, fires the quick trigger, and it's a little bit short again. Rozier at the top of the key. He'll hand it back off to Miles Bridges for a trifecta, and kaboom goes the dynamite for Miles Bridges. A guy that can knock down a lot of three-point shots and shoot all the way from Mars. 1:25 remaining in the first half. Sixers only up by 3 as the lead has diminished, and they got to try to put an end to that. Oubre Jr. trying to draw an offensive or a foul, but it gets called for the offensive foul as the defender's feet were planted into the lane. And Oubre Jr. gets called for a turnover. Let's see if the Sixers decide to challenge this. Nope. It was JT Thor that just planted his feet and did a good job at just sacrificing his body. 1:15 left to go in the first half. Sixers going from right to left, or from left to right, I should say. And the Hornets going from right to left. Bridges trying to get a layup in traffic. No. Rebound goes to Noah Mensah. An offensive board. 3-point shot on the other way. No again. JT Thor gets the offensive rebound. That's now the 3rd offensive rebound on this possession alone. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Miles Bridges for 3. No. The 4th offensive rebound. Sixers cannot box out. Are you kidding me? They just continue to give them opportunities. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Terry Rozier trying to step up against Harris, and he puts up the 2, and finally something goes for Charlotte. That took about 5 offensive rebounds, maybe 4, but a lot of second chance points, or some second chance points, I should say, for Charlotte. It's 46-45. Maxey taking his time as he gets past midcourt, and they'll hold for one more possession. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey dribbles towards the right side around the screen, and they'll hand it off to Embiid. Embiid takes 1 jab step, 2 jab steps, pulls up for 2 beyond the foul line, just too strong again. And a rebound goes to Charlotte. The Hornets, with 3.5 seconds left on the game clock, try to pull up for 3. That's over Tobias Harris. No. And that's going to do it. So Brandon Miller missed the near wing 3, and the Sixers only up by 1 at halftime. They finished the quarter with really sloppy play. They just got out-rebounded and were not able to come up with some big plays. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Ben Bott says, let's go Sixers. How you doing, my guy? How are you doing? Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn on those bells, man. Turn on those notification bell icons. We'll be right back in just a little bit. right, we need 2 more subscribers to get us to 1,640 subs. What are y'all waiting for? I give you this content for free. Algo Gang, do your thing. Mods, tell people about this channel. Make sure that everybody is spiking the like and hitting that subscribe button. Oh, man, I want to get to 1,640. Let's do it. Let's get to 1,640 by the end of tonight at least. I think that we can get there for sure. 6 likes up. I think I have to update this. Is there a way where I could just automatically update YouTube or something just to see how many likes we have on here? All right, we got 18 likes. Nice. Very, very cool. Sixers just shooting 40% from the field. The Charlotte Hornets shooting about 40.5% overall. They've made 4 out of 23s. The Sixers have gone pretty ice cold from beyond the arc. They've only made 2 out of 11 threes. And, a lot of points that they've been able to get into the paint. But even still, Charlotte, of course, only down by 1, as they've been able to get a lot of contributions from guys like Miles Bridges, who has 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists, and Terry Rozier with 11 points and 3 rebounds and 3 assists. So no LaMelo Ball tonight. Wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. Excuse me, he did play in last night's game, which was really interesting. We'll talk a little bit about that in just a little bit. They were able to beat the Spurs 124-120. He had a very big fourth quarter. He actually scored 16 of his 28 points in that fourth quarter to help the Charlotte Hornets end what was that 6-game losing streak. So that was a very big win that they were able to get, as they were able to split the season series with the San Antonio Spurs. Let's change our scoreboard. Apologize about that. We'll get that back up and running right now. There we go. There we go. I wonder if I update this now. If I press the refresh button now, just to see what that does. If I don't have to refresh it in the second half. If I could just do it here. Guys, I want to get feedback from you all. All right? I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this channel, because I'm always looking to get better. I'm always looking to make things more interactive on here. And I know that when we're doing the play-by-plays for basketball, because there's a lot of constant action, it's not so easy. But I would like to hear what you guys have to say, and I'd like to get your thoughts as to what you guys think that we could also be implementing more of on this channel. If you guys have any ideas just about, I don't know, I do a trivia question in the fourth quarter. Maybe there's something else that you guys think I should do, like a fun fact, or I don't know. Whatever it is. If you guys have any ideas, let me know down below. And I would like to get your thoughts about that, because, again, this channel revolves around you guys. I want you guys to be able to, provide your input and have a say in something, as long as it's not out of left field or something that's, just way off the hook. By all means, I want to get your thoughts and your feedback, because it's about you guys too. So, if you guys have any thoughts or any ideas on something else that we could provide with this channel, just either email me at jasonjosephonair@gmail.com or type it in on here. All right, that's what you could do. The email is posted in the description. Oh my gosh, I'm still waking up. That's crazy. So we'll put the email right here now too, if you guys would like to email me about anything. All right. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, hit that super chat button down below, and feel free to give back. You can also donate via PayPal or Venmo. Any sort of contribution would be an absolute plus. 18 likes on here, 10 people watching, as we're in halftime. So Mark Jackson and Amy Fadul giving the halftime show over on NBC Sports Philadelphia. If in case you are just tuning in, the Sixers do lead the Charlotte Hornets by 1 point. It's 46-45. Charlotte was able to get an emotional win last night as they beat the San Antonio Spurs 124-120. And the Sixers, on the other hand, they were able to win last night too, as they beat the Orlando Magic and had a very good game offensively and were able to shoot the lights out. They put up 124 points as well and were able to win 124-109. So they're on a 4-game winning streak. They were able to take on 3 straight West Coast opponents in the Sacramento Kings, the Houston Rockets, and the Denver Nuggets, all at home, and were able to put up a lot of points in all those games and won 3 straight games against them. Oh, boy. We'll take a look at some of the other scores right now. So the San Antonio Spurs, they lead it by 6 in Washington. 72-66 against the Washington Wizards. The Spurs with Victor Wembanyama. I get to go see him on Monday. That is really awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they have a 12-point lead in Atlanta as they're up by a dozen with 8:29 left remaining in the second quarter. And then the Toronto Raptors are down by 7 against OG Anunoby and the New York Knicks. So it's 39-32 at Madison Square Garden, and it's just 3-3 as we're in the very beginning stages of the first quarter of the Chicago and Memphis game. Houston does lead it 2-0 against the Utah Jazz. The Thunder are in Minnesota, 2 big division rivals going at it against each other. So that's, so far it's been a 7-0 run by Oklahoma City, but we all know how great Minnesota has been at home. And then the only final score that we have for today is Milwaukee was able to beat Detroit at Little Caesars Arena. 141-135 was the final score there. So again, in case you are just tuning in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Mods, if you're here, promote the channel down below. There you go. Mike Reed, smash the like, people. Share and hit that bell icon. Let's go. I love the enthusiasm from our mods. Congratulations to Jameer Nelson. Jameer Nelson actually got honored yesterday. A guy that's been doing a lot of incredible things with the Delaware Bluecoats and with the Sixers organization. And I wanted to make sure I gave him his flowers. He got honored during the Sixers game last night and received an award, so that was really awesome just to be able to see that. Also, congratulations and shout out to John Clark for winning Sportscaster of the Year at the Philadelphia Sports Writers Banquet. So I wanted to make sure I gave him his flowers as well. He's been an absolutely incredible reporter and journalist, too, who's been really covering Philly sports for quite some time and just does an absolute fantastic job. Make sure that you go check out his podcast, too, on NBC Philadelphia. He Take Off with John Clark. It's a very well-done podcast. So that is really awesome, too, and congratulations to him. 46-45 is the score at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte, downtown Charlotte. The Sixers up by 1, 46-45. Let's take a look at some NHL scores and the scores around the rest of sports. The Boston Bruins lead at 3-2 against the Montreal Canadiens. The Dallas Stars are up 1-0 against the New Jersey Devils. That is in Devil's Land. The Maple Leafs down by 2. They're 22-13-8. And they're down 3-1 against the Vancouver Canucks. The Washington Capitals and the St. Louis Blues, they're scoreless so far as the first period just started. And then later tonight, we have 4 games, I should say. Wow. Lots of games in the 10 o'clock hour. Oilers taking on the Flames in Calgary. Penguins are in Las Vegas. So Sidney Crosby going up against Stone tonight as the Las Vegas Golden Knights are 26-14-5. The Penguins are 21-15-6. Anaheim Ducks are in San Jose taking on the Sharks. That should be a very interesting game as well. And then the New York Rangers are on their West Coast road trip as they're taking on the LA Kings at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time at the Crypto.com Arena. Earlier today, we have 4 final scores. The Flyers they did lose to the Colorado Avalanche 7-4. Nate McKinnon was able to get 2 goals and 2 assists, so he had himself a very, very great game. And the Buffalo Sabres lost by 2 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's who the Flyers will be playing on Tuesday, and that should be a very good game. The Lightning are 24-17-5. The Jets, the Winnipeg Jets, were able to dominate in overtime. They won 2-1 against the Ottawa Senators, and the Arizona Coyotes were able to hang on and beat the Nashville Predators by a final score of 3-2. The Coyotes are 22-19-3, and the Nashville Predators 25-20-1. And then the NFL, I have to take a look at the NFL scores too, as the San Francisco 49ers are underway against the Green Bay Packers. And the Houston Texans lost to the Baltimore Ravens 34-10. Lamar Jackson ended up having 11 carries for 100 yards, scored 2 touchdowns rushing, and was also able to pass for 2 touchdowns too. So he had a total of 252 scrimmage yards, 152 passing yards, and he looked really good out there today against C.J. Stroud. All right, we're about ready to get things set for the second half. Again, the Sixers only up by 1 point. They lead at 46-45. Basically, what they really did a poor job at towards the end of that first half was that they just got out-rebounded, and they were not able to come up with a lot of boards and a lot of timely rebounds. So that was not a good effort by the Sixers on the glass to end that first half. That was what they really struggled with. Embiid does lead the way, though, with 20 points. He had 42 points the last time he went up against the Charlotte Hornets. 42 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 assists. But he has 20, all in the first half. And he's on pace again to get 40. He unfortunately did end his 30-point double-double streak in his last game, so he was not able to get a double-double. But the good news is that the 30 or more point streak is still intact, and he has 18 straight games, or 19 straight games of doing that, and now needs one more. If he does it today, that'll be 20 games in a row. There's a three-pointer that's up by Cody Martin, and he misses the 25J, the 25-foot J. And the Sixers do come up with a rebound. It's Kelly Oubre Jr., so the Sixers lineup, they go with Batum, Harris, Embiid, Maxey, and Kelly Oubre. And for the Hornets, it's P.J. Washington, Brandon Miller, Cody Martin, Miles Bridges, and Terry Rozier. Oubre Jr. with a trifecta, and kaboom goes the dynamite for Kelly Oubre Jr. He got it at the top of the key, and that'll put the Sixers up by 4 as they get a little bit of some breathing room. 49-45, high off the glass goes P.J. Washington, and he gets the little baby runner to go. 49-47, and we're about a minute underway, just a little bit over a minute now. Maxey gets the handoff from Joel Embiid. They're playing man defense, it looks like, as he's trapped out in the far wing. He'll swing it out to Harris on the near wing. One more to Oubre Jr. again for a triple. Nope, he can't get it. It was from the near corner, and another board goes to Terry Rozier. Rozier finds Washington for 3 as he lets it fly off the mark again. Both teams really struggling from beyond the arc, and they just cannot buy a bucket. Embiid trying to dribble towards the foul line and goes up for 2 and gets it over Miles Bridges. He just continues to make it look so easy. You think he's going to go to the basket, and then he'll stop on a dime and pull up for 2 and hit it right in your face. 51-47, Hornets cannot get a bucket on the other side. Harris with a high arcing runner. Got it. He was dribbling towards the lane, and he got it to go. 53-47. Tobias Harris with 8 points, 4 boards, and 4 dimes too. Maxey trying to get the defensive rebound off the missed shot, and it's up, and that's good. So Maxey able to get the rebound as he'll find Tobias Harris. Harris goes cutting towards the lane. It's deflected back out by Batum, and Maxey gets it. Maxey back to Nico. Nico inside to Harris again, who tries to finish in traffic and can't get it to go. So Maxey got the rebound. It was off the miss of Miles Bridges. Rozier able to put up a flamethrower and nails it. It was just for 2, though. And it's now a 4-point game once again as we ride the seesaw. 9-10 left to go in the third quarter. Maxey dishing it out to Harris. Harris over towards the far corner, trying to find Kelly Oubre Jr., who rattles his way into the lane and gets it up and in with the little underhanded scoop. That was a really nice play by Kelly Oubre Jr. He's been very active in this third quarter so far, as he's been able to drain most of the Sixers' points. 55-49, 5 points all in this third quarter by Kelly. He didn't have any in the first half. And we have a whistle on Tobias Harris. And it'll be on Tyrese Maxey, excuse me. So the foul was committed. And the Hornets will send somebody to the line. (55-50) with 8:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Comment down below with that like button and that subscribe button. How's everybody doing on here? We got 14 people listening. 14 people. You guys want to participate? I would love to get you guys to participate in the chat. 55-51. What are your thoughts about this game so far? Maxey gets it over towards midcourt. He'll dish it out to Harris. Harris back to Maxey. Maxey's on the far wing. And he'll try to hand it off to Embiid. Embiid swings it out to Maxey for three. It's deflected and blocked by Cody Martin, that is. So Cody Martin able to block that shot from Tyrese Maxey and just made it look so easy. It just went up into the air, and Maxey doesn't really get it blocked a lot from the three-point line, so it's something that doesn't usually happen. Embiid does get the inbound. 3.5 seconds left on the shot clock. He puts up a two, and that gets blocked this time by Miles Bridges. It's stolen away by Rozier. Rozier unselfishly hands it off to Miles Bridges. Bridges one more outside to Cody Martin for three. And short again. Oubre Jr. driving towards the basket with the right hand goes up, and no goaltending was called. It hit the back of the rim. Oh, my gosh. Hit the back of the backboard. But the whistles remain silent. And again, a runner goes up, and that time it's good by Miles Bridges. 55-53. As again, the Hornets could tie it with a deuce. Sixers have the ball, though. They'll hand it off from Maxey to Embiid. Embiid with a little dump pass to Harris. Harris dribbling into the lane, and he's fouled. Count the bucket, and one. Harris again being aggressive and just kissing it off the window with the right hand in the lane. Let's see again. Boy, oh boy, it hit the back of the backboard. It hit the backboard, and they didn't call goaltending on that. I'm a little curious as to why. I've never seen a missed goaltending call, but that certainly was a missed goaltending call. 10 points for Toby, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists in this game so far. He's been doing it all and has really been contributing in a lot of ways. And he does convert on the and one opportunity. Sixers do lead it by 5 with 7:35 left to go here in the third quarter. So Bridges got called for the shooting foul. Here's Cody Martin on a dribble handoff to Terry Rozier. Rozier on a handoff back to Martin. Martin tries to find a three-point shooter. It's Brandon Miller, and he knocks down the flamethrower over on the near wing. 58-56, and the Sixers only up by 2 again. Harris, who has the ball, just got his three-point play erased. And we have a whistle called against Joel Embiid on the turnover, as he does get called for the offensive foul. That's a big body, a guy that's about 280 and 7 feet 1 inch tall, just going up against P.J. Washington, and he just literally elbowed him and bulldozed him over. 58-56. Hornets trying to get on the board again on a shot, but it's turned over by Bridges. Harris gets the steal. Embiid with 1 foot in and out of the three-point line. He gets into traffic. He'll find Harris. Harris back to Maxey. Maxey with a reverse layup. Oh, my goodness. He was over on the near corner and just did some ballet moves and was able to get the high-arcing reverse layup to go. Batum with a chase-down block on the other side. Oh, I didn't even know he had that in him. Oubre Jr. for 3 off the dribble. No. Nick Batum just went into flight mode on the defense and was just able to get a really big block. It was off of Terry Rozier's layup. Here we go again. A little shot that's just a little bit short by Cody Martin. Here's Harris, and now we'll find Maxey. Maxey back to Harris over on the low block, going up against P.J. Washington. Takes a jab step, pulls up for two. It goes in and out. Batum tries to get the rebound, and we have a loose ball foul called against the Hornets. They're actually going to say that it was last touched by Charlotte, and there's no foul, but the Hornets do get a full timeout. All right, so they'll be right back. The Sixers do lead it by 4, and I'm going to take a very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. Sixers do lead it by 4 with 5:59 remaining in the third quarter. They're taking on the Charlotte Hornets, and then they'll be back home at the Wells Fargo Center on Monday night against the San Antonio Spurs. So Tyrese Maxey will be the inbounder here. He's second on the team in scoring tonight. He has 14 points. Embiid, of course, leading the way with 22. Just his 2 points of the 14 scored by the Sixers here in the third quarter so far. So Maxey will inbound it to Batum at the top of the key. And Maxey working really quickly. Gets it back over on the near wing. Dishes it back out to Batum from wing to wing for a 3. No. And another board goes to P.J. Washington. So Miller now gets it over on at the top of the key. He'll dribble handoff it this time. And he'll find Miles Bridges. Bridges back out to Miller with a triple again. It puts it up and he can't get it to go. Just a little bit short. And with 5:28 left remaining here in the third quarter, Maxey will lob it inside to Joel, and then Embiid just able to find Batum, who was underneath the basket. He had a defender on him, but it was just behind him, and Batum was able to catch it and got it 62-56. And the Sixers do lead it by 6 points. So out there, of course, now for the Charlotte Hornets, with 5 minutes left to go. Here's a little layup that's good by Charlotte, and that makes it 62-58 as Brandon Miller is able to get the layup to go. So it's Washington, Miller, Martin, Bridges, and Ish Smith all out there for Charlotte. We have a whistle on the other side. Kelly Oubre Jr. got fouled by Cody Martin, And the Hornets are going to call a timeout here. Wonder if they're going to challenge this, but it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do. Well, we have a full timeout called by Charlotte, and the Sixers again will be right back in just a little bit. 12 people on here watching. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live or if I upload. I want to make the channel better for you guys, so I know that we have only 12 people on here watching, and you guys are probably doing stuff, but if you guys have any comments, if you guys have any thoughts about what we should be implementing or stuff or ideas that we should be trying with our channel, by all means, comment down below. I want to make this more interactive with you guys, while still doing the play-by-play. So if you guys have any sort of ideas, let me know down below. We have a trivia question that we do to start off the fourth quarter. I really want to increase engagement on here, and I think that is what we should try to aim to do, I really do. But comment what your thoughts are down below. I'm going to keep saying it until I get a response. Baseball Boy 3642. What did he comment? He said nice. I don't know what that means. Oh, I posted my schedule. That's what I did. 22 likes on here. 22 thumbs up. That's pretty awesome. I'm going to keep posting this because I really want to get responses from this. Maybe I should make this into a bot. We need 2 more subscribers to get us to 1,640. What are y'all waiting for? I'd love to see you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. We're live for almost every single Sixers, Phillies, and Eagles game on here. And we put in a lot of work. That's what we do, man. So Tobias Harris will take a very quick seat. And Furkan Korkmaz will be his replacement. So the Hornets, I believe that they did challenge this play. Martin tried to block a shot over on the far corner by Kelly Oubre Jr., and the challenge was successful, and the Hornets got Kelly Oubre Jr. to get a turnover there. So it's 62-58, 4.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. Sixers do lead it by 4. Well, lineup for the Hornets is Washington, Miller, Martin, Bridges, and Ish Smith. Smith able to try to put up a shot, and it's airballed. Good defense by the Sixers. Furkan Korkmaz getting a lot of action tonight. 2 points for him, 2 rebounds. It's 1 for 1 from the field. Batum trying to lob it inside to Embiid. Embiid goes up with a shot again. He is fouled as he was dumped in traffic by about 2 or 3 Charlotte Hornet players on him, including P.J. Washington, who does get called for a foul. And Joel's going to go to the line again for more free throws. We got 13 people on here watching. 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists as well for the big man tonight. And now give him 23 points. When you take a look at the Sixers' schedule coming up, it actually gets a little bit tougher. We have a couple substitutions coming in for the Sixers, and we'll get back to that in just a few moments. But the Sixers will have their West Coast road trip that'll actually start on Thursday. They take on the Spurs on Monday. That's in Philadelphia. And then they go to Indiana on Thursday. Then they're out in Denver on Saturday. And then Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, they're in Portland, Golden State, and Utah. There's a 3-pointer by Washington, too strong. So the score is 64-58. Korkmaz into the lane, kicks it out to Embiid at the foul line, and goes up with the J and drains it. Another nice shot for Joel Hans Embiid. 3:40 left in the third quarter, and now just needs 2 more points or 4 more points, I should say, to continue his 30-point game streak. 3-pointer on the other side, and stepping out of bounds was Nathan Mensah. Couldn't believe he stepped out, but 3:27 left to go. It's 66-58. Let's see. Yeah, so the Sixers get the ball back off the turnover. Embiid dribbles into traffic, pulls up for 2. No, Furkan Korkmaz tips it, and it's intercepted by the Hornets on the 3-on-2 break here. 2-pointers up, and now a 3-point opportunity will be allowed for Brandon Miller. Sixers I feel like that they're just not playing up to their potential tonight. I know I know that it's the second of a back-to-back, but the Hornets are on the second of a back-to-back too. And it's 66-60, but I know it is a traveling back-to-back, but still, you would think that the Sixers would have a little bit more life to them on the rebounding side of stuff, but that's just not the case tonight. Really isn't. 66-61, and Brandon Miller able to knock down the free throw. So he converts on the 3-point opportunity. And Miller, of course, averaging 14 points per game this season and 4 rebounds. Kelly Oubre Jr. with the triple, and he can't hit the tray again. Sixers continue the struggle from downtown. They have not been able to put up a good numbers. Terry Rozier answers back on a layup of his own. 66-63. Both teams literally shooting 17% from 3. And the Sixers, it seems like that they're getting out-rebounded. They're actually tied in the rebounding, 34-34, but they're just missing a lot of opportunities. Embiid finds Morris Sr. with a triple, and that's not even close to hitting the rim. It was from the far wing, and another rebound goes to Charlotte, 66-63. Charlotte could tie it with a 3 here. Rozier in the lane, kicks it out to Washington. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Washington dishes it out for a 3-point shot by J.T. Thor. And Thor throws down the sledgehammer from 3. Timeout called by Nick Nurse. And the Charlotte Hornets are just continuing to stay and stand their ground in this game with 2:01 left to go. And a timeout called by Nick Nurse. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Comment down below if you are here and if you're having a good time on here. I know that we have NFL playoffs on tonight. I'll be watching the rest of the 49ers game. But, yeah, so that'll be really interesting. Let's see how many people RB has on tonight. Philly take with RB. Let's see how many people he has on. Philly take with RB. There's just 316 people watching. I feel like you should have more. That's why our numbers are a little bit low. We'll say hi to RB. Actually, we can give him a super chat. We'll do that. I'll give him a little super chat. All right, we'll do that now. All right. 142 left remaining here in the third quarter. Mensa does get called for a shooting foul, as Tyrese Maxey missed a 5-footer. Embiid did get the rebound, and Mensa was able to foul Embiid as soon as he was coming down with the board. So he'll stay put at the line. There's Clifford. Of course, Steve Clifford, who's been with the Charlotte Hornets and the organization for a little bit of time. He's been really trying to help them rebuild here, as Embiid does hit the first foul shot, and that'll put the Sixers up by 1. Yeah. Is this going to work? No? Oh, I think I have to, I can't do it on the iPad. That's weird. I'll have to do it on my phone. 67-66 as the Sixers are out in front by 1. Embiid does miss the second free throw, but he goes 1 for 2 from the line. Terry Rozier will try to give Charlotte the lead, and he puts it up, and he got it. 68-67. Well, because of football, JJ, you think. Well, that and also the opponent's not as big tonight, so with all due respect. That's the first lead, though, by Charlotte since they were up 24-22 in the first quarter. Mid-range J by Marcus Morris Sr., no. Sixers do get a rebound, though, off the miss by Miles Bridges. So Bridges comes up with a shot, and now here is Marcus Morris Sr. for 3. Whistles remain silent as Embiid was trying to make some contact with Brooks down below. Bridges, again, finds Rozier. Rozier into the lane, and the underhanded scoop is good. It's 70-67. Philadelphia down by 3 with 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. So the Sixers are 8 for 23 from the field. Embiid stops on the dime, pulls up for 2, and hits the foul line extended shot. And that cuts the deficit back down to 1. 24 seconds to go, about 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. 18 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Terry Rozier trying to conduct the tempo as he thought about taking the 3, but he'll just pass it to Miles Bridges, and he knocks down the tray, so that makes it 73-69, 6 seconds left to go. Maxey stops, pulls up for 3. It's a little short again. And we'll go into the fourth quarter. Sixers down by 4 as the Hornets ended the quarter on a really strong run. They really, really did. They played very good basketball, and the Sixers were pretty sloppy. So they got to change that here in the fourth quarter as they go into that. That's what they got to do. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. 73-71. Where is... Oh, there it is. Sorry about that. All right, 73-71, 11 and a half minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Sixers get it as House Jr. tries to take it right to the house with the left hand, and he lands flat on his back. And that'll tie the game 73-73. As the basket was good, they did call a basket a defensive goaltending, but it went in anyways. Oh, boy. All right, cool. At least we donated to our boy, RB. That was nice. Sometimes it helps out when you give back to people, man. It really, really does. You know? That's the nice part about it. 11-12 left here in the fourth quarter. Rozier gets it into the backcourt. It was not touched by a Hornet, so that keeps the possession alive, and Rozier is able to drive it to the lane, but he's fouled in the act of shooting. We'll do our trivia question in just a little bit. 16 people on here watching. 11:03 left here in the fourth quarter. Sixers tied 73-73. So Brandon Miller averaging about 14 points per game, which is third amongst rookies this year, behind Chet Holmgren and, of course, Victor Wembanyama. First foul shot is up, and he is able to drain it. And that's going to give the Hornets the lead again. Sixers have been absolutely sloppy on so many cylinders tonight. But as long as they can just try to come out with the win, I guess that's what really matters at the end of the day. 75-73. It's been a little bit of a sloppy fest between both of these teams as they are just shooting less than 20% from three. And that's the thing about basketball is when you're not making your shots, it can be pretty ugly. Harris off the dribble, puts it up and puts it in just inside the free throw line. So that makes it 75-75 with 10 and a half minutes left to go. Rozier dishes it out to Washington, and the little runner is up. No. Paul Reed is the one that's able to clobber the glass. Actually dribbling around the screen, and he stops, pulls up, and goes up with a two. It's a little strong as he tried to kiss it off the window. And Rozier will try to take it back into the lane, and then we have a whistle, and that's going to go against Terry Rozier as he lost it out of bounds. Nope, you didn't miss the question. We were in a break. So, 10 minutes left to go. I don't even know if we're going to do a question tonight because there's not a lot of people on here anyway, so. Tobias Harris goes up with an elbow jumper, pulls up for two, and he got it. That makes it 77-75 with less than 10 minutes to go. Oh, my gosh. What's going on with the throat? Reed is the one that gets the rebound off the miss by JT Thor. Thor trying to go up against Tobias Harris. He blocks it on the other side, and it's stolen away by Charlotte. 9.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Rozier at the top of the key, steps back, thought about pulling the trigger. And Rozier will just take it all the way inside. It's stripped, almost stolen away by Maxey. Three-pointer on the other side by Washington, no good. And Reed is the one that crashes the glass. So B-ball Paul, able to grab what is rebound number 7 for him. Is 2.7 rebounds. He actually has more rebounds. How about this? He has more rebounds than Joel Embiid. Actually, the same amount. Reed has only played in 9 minutes, and Embiid has played in 30 minutes. So with that rate, he could probably have 21 rebounds. 80-75, and Terry Rozier able to come up with a shot. And we have another whistle. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the subscribe button and share, says Mike Green. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, man. I really do. Sixers lead it by 5 with 8:44 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Terry Rozier does miss the first free throw shot this time around. So Rozier missed the first one and has 17 points tonight, 8 boards, and 4 assists. And the second free throw is up, and that goes in and out. The basketball gods say no. 8:40 left here in the fourth quarter. Sixers only up by 5 as they've been able to outscore the Hornets 11-2 so far here in the fourth quarter. So here's Maxey dribbling over towards the left side, kicks it out to Harris. Harris going into the lane again with the layup, and it's a little too strong. He does get fouled, though, and he'll go to the line for not 1, but 2 free throws. 8:26 remaining here in the fourth quarter. So that makes it 80-75. And Rozier will head on over towards the foul line. Sixers won their first game against the Charlotte Hornets and were able to beat them by about 53 points. Literally 53 points. They won 135-82. That was the final score on December 16th. Harris, of course, contributing on both sides in that game as he does make the first free throw. He had 15 points. He did have 5 rebounds and 4 assists, but Tyrese Maxey really stood out at 21 points, 7 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, and just 2 rebounds. Next foul shot is good by Tobias Harris, and that'll give the Sixers a 7-point advantage. So they lead it 82-75. Harris so far tonight 17, 6, and 5. House Jr. does get tripped up by Terry Rozier as he lost it out of bounds, and the Sixers will get the basketball back. And Steve Clifford not happy with how sloppy his team has been over the last couple of minutes or so. Daniel House Jr. is seeking a lot of action tonight, and again, that's because there's no Patrick Beverley, there's no Robert Covington, no Jaden Springer, and the Sixers are once again shorthanded, as well as no DeAnthony Melton either. We have Cody Martin subbing back in for Brandon Miller. And Miller will take a very quick seat. B.J. Washington with 9 points. Has to be careful, though, because he has 5 personal fouls. 8:08 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Reed kicks it out to Harris. Harris backed outside to House Jr., who tries to zigzag his way into the lane, but we have a whistle called and a traveling violation called on Daniel House Jr. 2 more subscribers till we got to 1,640. What are y'all waiting for? I want to get there by the end of tonight. 7:58 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And again, Washington trying to dribble it, and we have another whistle as he steps out of bounds, lost his dribble, and Furkan Korkmaz able to provide a lot of great defense. Cody Martin, Miles Bridges, Noah Mensah, Ish Smith, and Nick Smith Jr. all out there for Charlotte, as the Sixers will have Furkan Korkmaz try to drive it to the basket, and he can't get it to go. Harris, Maxey, House Jr., Reed, and Korkmaz all out there for the Sixers. They lead it by 7. They're on a 13-2 run to start off the fourth quarter. Here's Bridges trying to dribble down his defender, Tobias Harris. He'll kick it back out all the way to Mensah. Mensah tries to find Bridges again for a triple, and he knocks it down. He got the little flamethrower and the cherry bomb to just hit it from another area code. And 7:10 left to go here in the fourth quarter. So Miles Bridges leading the way for Charlotte with 22 points and 10 rebounds. He's 8 for 20 from the field. Harris into the lane, kicks it out to House Jr. House Jr. kicks it back out to Toby. Toby for 3 on the far corner. No. It's a rebounded by Thor, and they lose it out of bounds. I believe Hornets got a timeout. They said that they did get the defensive rebound, so Charlotte does get a timeout here with 6:51 left to go in the fourth quarter. Sixers do lead it 82-78. They're up by 4 with 6:51 left to go in the fourth quarter. Oh, boy. 19 people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I upload. And again, if you guys have any suggestions on how we can make the channel more fun, please comment down below. I would really appreciate that. Ryan, what's going on, man? Furkan Korkmaz dribbling to the defender of control on a double team and defense rebounds. I don't know what that means, but is that what you think is going wrong tonight for the Sixers? Because they are getting out rebounded and they're not playing up to their potential. But there's not really a whole lot to say about this game. Really, they're not hitting their shots. They have come to life, I guess, a little bit here in the fourth quarter, but I just really think that the Charlotte Hornets have not been able to manufacture points. And they're really struggling, so it's kind of funny how the Sixers are not shooting the best from three, but Charlotte not really doing a lot better either. At least Tobias Harris has 17 points and 6 assists and 5 rebounds. They probably want him to get his shots up and try to convert because they want to try to, sell him high. So that's probably what they're trying to do there. 19 people on here watching. Let's get to 30 likes. Let's get to the 30 mark, people. Come on, what are y'all waiting for? 24 likes on here. 2 more subscribers so we get to 1,640. Mods, do your thing. Algo Gang, do your thing. Tell people to come on here. Tell your friends about this channel. If you guys know other people that love Sixers basketball as much as I do and they want to hear some play-by-play action, that's what you got to do. Tell your friends about this and your family. Can we please get to 1640 by the end of tonight? Anybody have friends? Anybody have friends that would be interested in subscribing to the channel? I want us to get to 1640 so badly by the end of tonight. I really do. So, the Sixers provided a coach's challenge. Replay supports the call. They say that it was last touched by, I guess that was, Paul Reed was trying to go up. It was against Nathan Mensah. And Mensah tried to go crashing down with the board, but it ricocheted off of his left knee. It's 82-78 with 6:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. Nick Nurse wants an explanation, of course. And he'll get it, but it's not the result that he wanted. 6:48 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The 76ers have a 4-point lead. Bridges loses it off the dribble. It's stolen away by House Jr. Here's Harris, who tried to zigzag his way into the lane, and he gets the left-handed finger roll finish to go. So Tobias Harris able to provide, I believe, the last 6 points. We'll have to fact-check that by Tobias Harris for the Sixers. But he made 2 free throws. Actually, he has scored 6 out of their last 8 points. That's what has happened. It's now 84-78. But good defense by the Sixers. It's 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on the East Coast. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn on those bells and notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. Embiid over at the foul line tries to kick it out to Batum. Batum trying to go up with a little left-handed little Euro step, and he got it. So that makes it an 8-point advantage for the Sixers. I guess Joel, I wonder if he's going to come back in soon. 5 turnovers in this quarter alone for Charlotte and just 1 field goal made. And we're just about halfway done. The fourth quarter now. Washington dribbling inside, tries to find a teammate, and that is Ish Smith. And Ish Smith can't make the shot. So Smith not able to put that one up and in on the reverse layup. And Embiid does come back in for the Sixers. 5.5 minutes left to go. Harris over at the foul line, and he'll just dribble it out over at the 3-point line. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Steps inside, pulls up for 2. It goes in and out. Oh, he had the shot. It looked like it was wet, but not able to make a splash right there. 5:10 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rozier trying to find Ish Smith, and it's blocked by Joel Embiid on the other side. Embiid over at the Spectrum Center. Steps up towards the far elbow. Can't get the 2 to go. And Charlotte still staying afloat in this game. Ish Smith got the rebound. They'll dribble it out and pass it all the way to P.J. Washington. P.J. Washington. Oh, my goodness. And we have a whistle called. As Brandon Miller And Batum got called for the foul, and Brandon Miller will step back in for Nathan Mensah. Ish Smith will also take a very quick seat as well, with 4:43 remaining in the fourth quarter. Oh, boy. So the Sixers do lead it by 8 with 4:43 left to go. Terry Rozier tries to get the inbound this time, and he'll step back. He'll try to find Cody Martin. Martin was on the far corner. Gets it poked out by Embiid and stolen by Batum, who takes a tumble to the deck. Harris kicks it out to Maxey. Maxey for 3. It's way off the mark. It went wide right and didn't even hit the rim. House Jr. trying to get a block on the other side, and a lot of contact made between him and Terry Rozier. Scary Terry was the one that was trying to go up with a layup, and Tyrese Maxey and Daniel House Jr. able to come up with a block. That was just Daniel House Jr. That wasn't Maxey. They got that wrong. What is going on with these people that are working at the scorer's table on ESPN? That was not Maxey. Crazy. So that's Daniel House Jr. That's his first block of the season. How about that? Sixers have 6 blocks today. They lead at 86-78 with 4:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. And we have a stoppage in play as Daniel House Jr. got a little bit nicked up over on his left elbow. All right, I'll ask you a Sixers trivia question. I want to hear what your answers are. Oh, boy. Let's see. It's not really a timeout, but there's a stoppage in play going on here. What was the name of the Sixers rabbit mascot? That's what I want to know. Who was the Sixers rabbit mascot? Comment down below. 86-78. 4:19 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Maxey will try to defend the inbound as it goes all the way to Terry Rozier. Rozier gets the inbound for Charlotte. 4:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Rozier for 2, and it's nothing but net for Scary Terry, the former Boston Celtic, who got to spend his first couple of seasons. He was drafted by the Celtics along with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. 21 people on your watching. It's 86-80. Embiid gets it at the three-point line. He's being double-teamed, and now we'll try to find Harris inside on the low block. Harris puts it up, can't get it to go. It was a bad pass by Embiid, but he almost got it. Almost got it. I don't know how. Sixers up by 2 possessions. Rozier kicks it back out to Cody Martin. Martin steps into a rhythm, and his two-pointer is too strong, and Batum doesn't even have to jump for the board. Just lands right into his hands. And I'll hand it off to Tyrese Maxey. 3:23 remaining here in the fourth quarter. A bounce pass inside to Joel. Joel puts up a 2 at the foul line, and he got it. 88-80. That was a big bucket by Joel Hans Embiid. Who was the Sixers mascot? That was the rabbit. Who was the rabbit mascot? Rozier tries to get it inside. Tyrese Maxey gets the interception, a lob pass inside to Tobias Harris, and Harris can't throw it down. Mike Green says hoops. That's correct. Yep, that's correct. I was trying to see if anybody else would answer. That's what I was trying to see. But yes, that was my philosophy. So Embiid now with 20 games in a row was scoring 30 or more points. And he needs one more rebound to have a double-double in 18 of his last 19 games, or 19 of his last 20 games. You're going to say Roger Rabbit? That's funny. It's a good movie. I thought Mike Green would answer. well, you can feel free to come on and write all you want. Anybody have any suggestions for the channel? I'm gonna keep posting this in the chat. I really want to get feedback, man. I really do. I'm asking for feedback. So, if you guys have any other ideas with how we can get you guys to participate more, I would appreciate that, because I really do. I really want to get people to come on and participate in different types of stuff with the chat. I know it doesn't help when there's not a lot of people here, but I'm really taking any sort of advice. I'm all up for ideas. That's why I'm posting this stuff in the chat. Like Green says, I have no life. Starting to cough a little bit. That's not good. Why isn't Jim Lynam there? It seems like, I don't know what's going on. If they just, first Mark Jackson was out for a couple of weeks, and now it's Jim Lynam, so it doesn't add up to me. Sixers lead it by 8 with 2:57 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We have a lot of games in halftime, including the Chicago-Memphis game and the Houston-Utah game. Over the last two games against Charlotte, Joel has averaged, he's had a total, I should say, of 73 points and has made 28 field goals on 45 attempts with a total of 24 rebounds as well. 2:55 remaining here in the fourth quarter. So Tobias Harris, Daniel House Jr., Joel Embiid, Nick Batum, and Tyrese Maxey all out there for the Sixers. 2:45 left remaining. Embiid takes a couple of jab steps, puts up a 2, and he converts. That makes it 90-80 with 2.5 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. So 2:33 left to go to be exact in the fourth. This time, Rozier will try to hand it off to P.J. Washington. Washington over on the near wing. And Brandon Miller now has it over Tobias Harris and almost lost it. 4 seconds left, and Rozier lost it. Brandon Miller, I should say. Harris goes up with a 2, and it's goaltending called on Brandon Miller. So that's going to make it 92-80 as he went up over the rim, that they're going to say. And that'll make it a 12-point lead. Oh, man. Mike, any thoughts on what we could do with this channel? Any thoughts? Anybody? Will? Anybody? Any ideas? 2:04 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Sixers lead it by 12 with 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. Harris was trying to get a little layup to go, but that is goaltending. It is goaltending there. There's Steve Clifford, who's not so happy with the ref right there. Can't tell as to what's going on, but something's not right. 2:04 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Philadelphia will try to inbound it from the near sideline. JT Thor will step in for Nathan Mensah. 1:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. Embiid lost the dribble as he takes a tumble to the deck. And he gets back up and has to get back on the defensive side, because they lost it and it goes out of bounds. 1:53 left to go in the fourth quarter. Sixers lead it by 12. 1:45 left. 2-pointer is up. No, it's a little bit too strong this time. So it's still 92-80. Mike, you didn't answer my question, Mike. Oh, there it is. I think you do a good job, but if I think of anything, I'll share. All right, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. 1:25 left here in the fourth quarter. We have a shot that goes up by Brandon Miller, and he gets fouled with 1:21 left remaining here in the fourth quarter. So we're not going to be live on Monday. We're taking the day off. We're actually going to the Sixers game, and we'll be back on Thursday, which is crazy. That's when our next game will be Thursday. Man, what am I going to do? I have to cut a lot of shorts, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. 1 minute and 21 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Miller is able to get the foul, the second foul shot to go. And that makes it now a 10-point lead for the Sixers. That's what it cuts it down to with 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Harris on the far wing tries to dish it out to Embiid. Embiid back to Maxey over at the Spectrum Center logo. With 8 seconds left on the shot clock, he'll find Joel. Joel back to Batum, who fires the quick trigger and throws it down the drain. And that should be the dagger in the ball game. 95-82, a quick trigger and a quick release by Nick Batum. 95-82, a three-pointer by Miles Bridges. He answers back with a tray of his own. 45 seconds left to go. Maxey gets tripped up on the deck by Terry Rozier, and a full timeout called by Charlotte with literally 45 seconds left. My gosh. So Embiid just found Batum over on the far corner, the near corner it was. And now Joel's going to come out. So the Sixers, Embiid not able to continue his double-double, not able to get a double-double this game around, but he had 33 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists in this game. What time is it? 9:14 p.m. Eastern Time? Wow. Aiden Laporta just tweeted out, Philadelphia is willing to trade multiple second-round picks for Tyus Jones, according to Matt Moore, Action Network NBA. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. We'll all be looking forward to Thursday with you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I do appreciate that. Thursday should be... Who do they play Thursday? I don't know who they play Thursday. Who do they play Thursday? I should know. They play against Utah Thursday? No. Indiana. Indiana they play. Indiana. Good. Cool. I gotta rest up the voice. 41 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. There's a tray that goes up, and that's no good by Terry Rozier. It actually went in and out that time. Sixers trying to get the rebound on the other side. Terquavion Smith will come on in for the Sixers as they'll empty out their bench. It's 95-87 with 32 points, 8 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. So it is House Jr., Ricky Council IV, Terquavion Smith, Paul Reed, and Furkan Korkmaz all out there for the Sixers with 32.8 seconds to go. We have a jump ball over at midcourt, and JT Thor is able to win it against Paul Reed. Cody Martin for three on the near wing, and he got it. He got the three to go. They're going to say it was a 2. And did he get fouled? 95-89 is the score. His foot was just on the three-point line. So the Sixers will call a timeout. That's what happened. I was a little confused. There was no timeout signal, nothing. 27.1 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now they call a timeout. This is so weird. Try gargle salt with warm water and Vicks your chest when you go to bed. Yep, we have the humidifier on. We'll stay hydrated. We'll drink some tea. and will probably gargle a little bit. So, what's it now? 95-89. The Hornets are making it interesting, for sure. Spurs down by 2 with 1:05 to go in the fourth quarter. See how Wemby's doing. Wemby has 24 points and 4 assists. And who's that? Trey Jones? Trey Jones has 12 assists in that game and 9 points. Keldon Johnson has 19 and 9. The 24-year-old averaging about 17 points per game and 5.8 rebounds per game as well. It was the 29th pick by San Antonio back in 2019. We should have more of a lead against this team. As long as we get the win, that's what I care about. You're not going to have pretty wins every night, guys, especially against bottom feeders. House Jr. tries to get it inbounded to him. This game doesn't really annoy me as much. It's a back-to-back. This was a trap game. It was. This was a trap game. They play the Spurs on Monday, and then Thursday they'll be in Indiana, and they start their West Coast road trip. House gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. Makes the first one. They only play to the level of competition tonight. It's true. So, they play down, but again, it doesn't really concern me. 97-89 is the score. 25.8 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. As Embiid tries to get the rebound off the shot by Miller, and he does so, and that's going to wrap things up. So Joel does come back in, and he continues. He actually did get a double-double. That's funny. I guess that they brought them back in because it was starting to get a little bit close, and the Sixers wanted them to try to finish it out. That's what they did. So they get the win, 97-89. That's one way to get another double-double. It's funny. I didn't think that he was going to come back in. I thought that was most likely going to be the end of his night. 3 blocks, though, by Embiid. 10 rebounds, 33 points. He did a good job. Tobias Harris played really well. 21 points for him, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds as he shot 7 for 15 from the field. All right, I'm going to wrap things up. I love you all so much, and I'll catch you all on the next one.